Yeah.
This is Steve from Boxing UK. Absolute joy to be joined by Peter Fury. How are you, Peter, the morning after?
Yeah, good, thanks, Steve.
First question I have to ask, how's Hughie? How's the eye?
Yeah, he's fine. He had some stitches in it yesterday. He's back home. Yep, it's just another cut, and it'll heal up and he'll be away again next year.
Magic. Can we talk about the fight, Peter?
Sure.
If social media is anything to go by, he won a few fans last night with his approach, straight out the blocks. Was that what was planned?
He went about it the right way. He took it to Wach because he's not the type of man you can stand off. You stand off Wach, he comes even harder. So you've got to gain his respect. But when you've got somebody like him in front of you, he's a big, awkward customer. He's strong. He packs a good punch himself, and he's got a good work rate. Wach, he just keeps coming. So it was a good performance from Hughie, and he was able to switch it up as well. And when he got caught, for me, he started off a little bit too aggressively, a little bit over anxious. He was rushing his work a bit at the start. But when he was told to back off and box, he was always going to outbox Wach. He's a very good boxer, is Hughie. Yeah. But he wanted to make a statement and show that he belongs in a heavyweight division. And if he can outfight somebody who's 19 and a half stone, somebody like Mariusz Wach, he's ready in the mix for anybody. Because I'm sick of people saying he's a small heavyweight. Look, Wach is 6'9". He weighed in 19 stone 8, 3 months training camp. This guy's never been put down in his whole career in 43 fights. Hughie hurt him in there yesterday. Wach said so himself. Hits very hard. So like I say, he belongs on the world stage. And if that had been anybody else taking them shots, 100% they'd have been put over. But Wach needs maximum respect because he's been in with everybody. He's been hit by the best. And he's never, ever touched down in his whole career. So when people say, and also, I want to address this. If he was too small and he was a cruiserweight, Wach would punch you all around the ring. Yeah. Because you just can't give that weight away. That's a serious, strong guy, and he can punch as well. And, the only way Wach was controlled was by Hughie's actual power, what he was doing, and bringing it to him. Because when you step off Wach, Wach's all over you. So, you've got to get Wach's respect. And if you're not a genuine heavyweight, you definitely wouldn't be gaining that respect, I can assure you. And and we're looking at a guy in Hughie here, 6'6". He's not 6'4". He's not 6'5". He's 6'6". He's 17 stone 9 pounds. How the fuck is he going to make cruiserweight and cut both of his legs off? So all these trolls on the social media, if you don't know boxing, shut your mouth up.
Well said, Peter. You touched on it earlier. Is that the fight that you think proves that he belongs at the top of the division, Peter?
100%. Mariusz Wach is a gatekeeper, he comes in, he's ambitious, comes to win, trains very, very hard. And this is what you get. So against somebody like Wach, if you're not a world-level operator, you're going to get badly exposed. Because Wach, if you're not on your A game, Wach's gonna ruin your night. Simple as that.
How much did the cut change the plans? Because it was a nasty one.
Yeah, it changed the plans quite a bit because when he came back, when the cut happened, I just said, look, you need to protect that eye. Keep away from Wach. You can't afford any more damage to that eye. I said, now you need to be slick. You need to make him miss and just box. I said, because you cut so early. I said, this is not the 8th to 9th round. I said, so let's preserve the eye. I said, protect the eye. I said, let your boxing do the work. I said, back off, ease off. That's what I told him to do. And he took them instructions on board. And actually, he boxed a lot better in the second half of the fight anyway.
I was going to say, since you told him that, Peter, I think you said afterwards he seemed a little bit more relaxed, didn't he, for the second half of that fight?
Yeah, because, look, Hughie's very eager. He's a very hard trainer, He always tries. Sometimes he over-tries. And, you got to back him off. And in Hughie's case, that's what he's got to work on. And, he showed that in the second half of the fight. But, you know, you can tell fighters as much as you want. They've got to gain all experience all the time. So now he can see where he can actually get his shots off. He knows. So it's all about small tweaks and doing the right things next time round. But I'm over the moon with that fight. Good learning fight again. And not a learning fight. Hughie's had 28 fights now. But it's all about making progress, little bits at a time, getting better and better and better. Knowledge is king. So when you've got that maximum knowledge, when you do step up to the plate, you're going to take some dealing with, because you can deal with every situation. That's the key to being a world champion. And anybody can be a world champion. Not anybody, but it's getting hold of them titles and keeping hold of them.
Absolutely. Peter, we talked about him approaching world level. What would you want next for him? Because 2021 could be a really big year for Hughie, couldn't it?
Well, maybe, you know, if the European title gets vacated, we could have a look at that. He's going to have 3 fights next year. We're going to keep him busy. And then we'll see what happens from there.
Brilliant. Obviously, I have to talk about the main event. Peter, we obviously saw you on Sky. How close were you to the AJ Pulev fight? Did you get to see it properly?
Yeah, I was there. I was right on top of it, almost to the ringside. I could see everything. It was a good performance. He's got very good technical skills. He timed his shots perfect. And, you know, he's a very good finisher. You know, when he hits you with them clean shots, you know, he makes them pay. He times them right and he puts them in. So the way he was putting the shots in and the finish was very good. He was pretty loose. But when he fired his shots, it was good. It was like proper controlled. The only thing was what he needs to work on. He was a little bit hesitant for me. You know, he needs to, I wouldn't say lacking confidence. He was just a little bit weary of everything. You know, he needs to just be flowing more. But look, styles make fights, and Pulev's a good fighter. You know, so there's a lot at stake as well. Don't want to make any mistakes. You know, it's all about getting the W at this stage because there is a lot on the line. So I can understand it, but still, he had a fantastic performance considering all of the pressure.
Do you think AJ might be a little bit weary, Peter? He might have some demons still over the Ruiz fight.
I don't know. You know, I wouldn't say so much as demons. You know, it's using reality. Any heavyweight can be hurt. You know, you can't just come in there gun ho thinking, you know, you've got the best chin in the business and you can knock everybody out. Being a world champion, especially heavyweight, is being intelligent. You know, but it's a fine balance. I'm sure he will look at it back and he'll make adjustments again. But every style is different. So, you know, Pulev showed he belonged in there. And my God, you know, what credit he needs. You know, what a tough guy, you know. I take my hat off to people like that because, you know, he had to be carried out. You know, that man kept going. He had to be put out. And, you know, fantastic. It's what you see real fighting men do. So, maximum respect to Kubrat Pulev.
Yeah, obviously that's a previous opponent of Hughie. He took some shots, didn't he, Peter, and seemed to just get up and shrug them off.
Yeah, it was a brilliant performance from him. You know, I was very, you know, like I said, proper fighting man. You know, that's what you want to see. That's what people pay the money for. That's why we're in this sport. So people like that. Pulev's a winner. Although he got defeated, he's a winner. The way he lost. You know, he went out on his shield.
He did. Peter, obviously since that fight, everybody and the dogs talk about the fight. Without going into who wins and all the rest of it, leave that for another day. Do you actually think EJ against Fury gets made?
Oh, well, I don't know what the politics are behind it with the Wilder situation, but who knows? So it should do. And everybody wants to see it, so hopefully it gets made.
Good man. Personal one for you, 2020. It's been eventful, hasn't it? But it's ended well.
Sorry, say that again.
2020 for yourself, Peter. It's been eventful, but it's ended positively, very positively.
Yeah, very happy with Savannah Marshall, you know, WBO world champion. Hughie's now on the world stage. I believe next year is a big year for Hughie. I think it's only a matter of time. We'll just keep working away, chipping away at that big tree. You know, that's what life's about. You can't just wield an axe and chop a big tree down in one shot. You know, it's just like life. You know, it takes years, and but what I can say is he's progressing all the time, and you know, now he's a man as well. He's 26, so now we're going to see him in some real exciting fights, Hughie.
Can't wait. And is Savannah going to take on Claressa, do you think, in 2021?
I'm absolutely sure she will. We're looking to get Savannah some world titles, more world title belts, and she'll fight probably the back end of next year for Claressa Shields in a mega fight.
Fantastic. Peter, while it's in my head, did you meet Floyd last night?
No one ever.
Did you try to, or is it not something that you were interested in?
No, I've seen the guy. You know, I'm a very respectful man of his achievements. You know, brilliant fighter, Floyd Mayweather, and he's pound for pound the best, and he deserves that tag. But no, I never got to see him, and if I've seen him, I shake his hand. That's it.
Good man, Peter. It's an absolute joy to talk to you as always. I promised you a quick one. Can I just end, A, as ever, thank you for the support of the channel. You've been with us from the start. And B, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you and all your family.
Same to you, Steve. And I'm very pleased for you. I'm very pleased your broadcasting is going very well. A lot of people tune into you as well. And I've seen you interview quite a lot of people now. So it's on the rise. So I'm very pleased for you. I really am.
I
wish you all a Merry Christmas and a very prosperous New Year as well, Steve.
You too. Peter, for you take care.
And you, Steve. God bless you, mate.
God bless, Peter. Take care.